I just want to preface this also. I did eat an edible when I watched this episode.
I think
thought
that's
it would
great.
make it more fun, which it ties into one of my reactions.
Why that made me laugh so much.
Hi.
Hi.
Giddy. So giddy.
It's Tree Hill Talk, y'all.
In the flesh. Quite literally in the flesh.
I know, it's so nice.
Gang's back
My eye is
together.
itching. Things have not changed. Ingrid and I would be sneezing and itching from cats, and we still are doing that.
We popped some pills.
We just popped a pill.
Michelle came by as our little nurse.
She served us on a silver platter. Here are your
simple
Zyrtex,
pill.
ladies.
Silver platter in my palm.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was like
Meat platter?
melting because it's so warm.
It tasted sweet.
Oh
Anyway.
my gosh. Anyway, hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
So, 20th anniversary of One Tree Hill.
How
Old.
we're old.
AF.
We're old.
I didn't realize that until you said it to me, and I was like, "What you mean? What do you mean in 20 years?
I know,
What are you
'cause-
talking about?"
Because you
Stop
watched
it.
it live.
Yeah, I did. So when you said 20, I was like, "Oh wow, it really has been 20 years."
20 years in
Yeah.
September 2023 will be 20 years. September 23, 2023 will be 20 years.
Yeah.
Lots of 23 in there.
Wow.
I
That
can't
is
wrap my head around it.
One Tree Hill's number, right? Is 23.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's special.
It is special. So we decided we're going to do a couple of bonus episodes because obviously.
For funsies.
Yeah. So one that we decided on was a rewatch of season 7, episode 1.
Because this is when the whole transition
Yes.
of Clay and Quinn and no more Peyton and Lucas.
Which, when you sent me, I was like, "Why 7-1?"
And
And then I put it on, and I was like,
Ingrid why.
"Okay, I see why."
But I have to say, I really like this episode.
Okay, wait. Before we get into
Yeah.
that, I just want to have a couple of things. This episode is titled 4:30 a.m. Apparently they were traveling abroad, which
So
is
long.
what the hell. Also, the last time we talked about this episode on Tree Hill Talk was August 2017.
What?
6 years ago.
I'm unwell.
I know. It feels. Doesn't it feel
I don't know
like,
what's worse, that or the 20 years.
It feels like a lifetime ago, but it also feels like yesterday.
It does.
You know, we were
Yeah.
sitting
Yeah.
in the dark.
Oh my God, the dark. Always the dark. Why were we always in the dark?
Always in the dark.
The dark and the poopy.
I don't know why it was
The dark and the poopy for
so
sure.
much cat diarrhea, aka from Liam's. R.I.P.
Yes.
Right, R.I.P. Yeah, if you're just tuning in and you remember Liam the cat, he has passed.
He has passed.
And we're laughing about it. No,
we love him.
we love him. Yeah. Okay, so just a short summary before we give our thoughts. This is an awful summary, by the way. This is IMDb summary.
Oh,
I put
I'm
it
ready.
on Simplecast. I put LOL to the summary.
Okay,
Because I was like, what kind of summary is this? But go
Okay,
ahead.
ready? The Tree Hill Gang must learn that to live an exceptional life doesn't end once you achieved your goals. With Lucas and Peyton gone, Nathan's a year into his NBA career. Haley has taken over Red Ribbon Records and has to deal with the return of her free-spirited 26-year-old sister Quinn. Brooke is still happy with Julian.
I know. That's so funny. The fact I did not know we gave her an age. We gave Quinn that she's 26 because aren't the girls, I guess they're like 23, right? Because the time jump was 5 years. So they were like 22. This was like a year later. 23. So she's only 3 years older than them. I thought she was like almost 30. But I guess 26 is
But I
almost
guess
30.
What?
She seemed older. I don't know. But I guess not.
Wasn't the other one older?
yes.
What's her
Taylor?
name? Taylor. I guess Taylor's older. Okay. Maybe Taylor's 30. Quinn was 26. Haley's 23. Even though she seems like she's 40.
Right.
Because she's got a grown ass 7-year-old and,
This whole life of
Yeah, so what'd you guys think of this?
I really liked this episode. I know I just said that, but I really did. I was like, oh, this was like a really just well-balanced One Tree Hill episode. Even with the introduction of Clay and Quinn. They really throw them in like within 4
it's just
seconds
a hot
of it.
start. It's just
And you're
they're
like,
there.
who is this girl taking photos? Obviously, we know who she is, but she's just taking photos. We don't know.
Also, can we talk about that? I totally forgot that she was just taking a picture of a girl with a whole. Was that a bullet casing?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
It
never
was like a
realized.
shell. It was weird.
And then she like started tearing up, And you're like, what?
I know.
I don't remember. I just want to preface this also. I did eat an edible when I watched this episode.
I think
thought
that's
it would
great.
make it more fun, which it ties into one of my reactions.
Why that made me laugh so much.
So I was
I can't wait to hear what your notes say.
Because when you said it was this episode, I didn't look anything up because I didn't want to know. I just wanted to put it on and be like, why? Okay, what? And then, yes. And then I saw, I was like, oh, this is the introduction of
I love
Clay.
that. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
But then you introduce Clay.
Yes.
And at first, I feel like they should have done the scenes reverse where we talk with Nate and he's talking about how he's his agent, whatever. And then we see him make this like a big deal. But at first, you just see him make the big deal and you're like, who the fuck is this person?
Right. Like, why?
We could have had an introduction to you first and then gone into like, oh, you're really good at your job.
Yeah, my first note was, oh my God, Calliope. I love that name.
Oh my God. And
Oh my God. I wrote down Calliope too.
And how badass Millie was. I was like, I forgot
Yeah.
that you were in this role.
Right.
Because then she doesn't do that anymore. Sort of. Well, because Close Over Bros is no more.
Yeah, it
and
gets shut down.
so much that I don't remember.
So my first note, remember,
Dan?
I'm on an edible, is Dan, cornball energy intro. Because I was just like, what? This is right. This is when he's talking about how he almost died.
This is when
And
he's
his
married
heart-
to Rachel, right?
Yeah.
But we don't know that yet
Yeah.
because we didn't watch past.
And he's just on his
episode 1.
little show. And I'm like, corny Dan.
Yeah.
We're just starting off with that. I loved it.
I know,
Yeah.
because he had no will to live. You have that previously on, which thank goodness.
Yeah.
Where he's going to Whitey. He's like, just do it. Like, just rip the Band-Aid off and kill
they
me or
hug
whatever.
each other.
And
I laughed.
Yeah.
oh, you did?
I'm like, you can't take this serious. I don't know. It's the music. The music makes me laugh with this show.
Yes. I mean, that's something we had said time and time again.
I did notice the music more in this episode too. I don't know. Honestly, I think the last time I watched One Tree Hill was for Tree Hill Talk. I haven't watched since.
Sure.
So I did notice, I can't tell you a single song that was on, but
Yeah.
there were some scenes I think at the house where Haley was talking and it was just like it wasn't Simple Plan, but let's just say Simple Plan like blaring in the background. I'm like, this doesn't match the energy right now.
I wonder if, like, streaming had to change the music. You know, sometimes they don't
Maybe.
have, like, the copyright to it anymore.
Did you
and,
guys, what did you watch it on?
Hulu.
I watched it on...
I watched it on Max.
I think I watched it on HBO Max. I think
Yes.
Max.
That's
yeah.
what I watched it on.
Oh, interesting.
Does yours have commercials?
It didn't.
Mine had commercials on my Max.
Really?
What?
I'm like, why am I during the episode?
Do you have a Max Hulu joint account?
No.
Okay, I don't.
I don't have that either, though.
I had commercials, and I was like, excuse
No,
me,
we don't have
2023.
commercials.
I don't know what.
I didn't even know you could have Max with
Yeah, because I'm
commercials.
definitely paying for Max. So why did I
Right.
don't know.
Oh, weird.
I definitely had
Yeah.
commercials. It
Oh
was
my God,
weird.
that sucks. That ruins
It
the whole
was very
experience.
odd. It was Though it kind of like whenever because back in the day when these shows were airing, it was on TV with commercials. It would cut off kind of with the commercial.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh God, it's like I'm 16 again watching this show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of nostalgic.
I have to say, right, because I have rewatched up until season 6 with Aunt. And
Right.
I've watched a bunch of seasons in preparation for when we went to Friends with Benefits. And then we wanted to finally finish it with Aunt. And Aunt's like, I'm done with this show. I cannot. And so I never went to 7, 8, 9. We all know my thoughts. We don't need to go there.
And we watched the Thanksgiving episode of 8. for
Snooze
this-
fest.
Yeah, it was
Snooze
awful.
fest. It's awful. I have to say, though, watching 7, 1, I was like, this is pretty good. And you know why? It's because like everyone, you still have our core, but then they're off doing all their things, and Quinn isn't annoying yet. And
No.
I really, really liked Clay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
like
like
the
comical.
energy.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah. And then we got like the little Dan moment too. I was like, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I won't keep going, but
See, I feel the urge. I actually watched the season 7 finale because I wanted to see Julian get proposed. The engagement.
Yeah.
And it was I really enjoyed that episode too. It's like after Haley's mom has passed and
yeah.
she's really depressed and everyone goes to Utah for Julian's screening. And I was like, oh my God, I forgot about
they have
this.
the snowball fight, right?
And Alex Dupre, like who? She's not in this first episode because they don't introduce her yet.
Nope.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed it. I was like, oh,
that's good.
Julian.
I mean, Julian, I was like, swoon.
Oh,
I love him.
they're so lovey-dovey. I didn't remember how
The
much
beach makeout. I was like,
sensual.
it's
so
giving the summer I turned pretty.
Yes, in
Yeah.
like a really good way.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else do I have in my notes? I have Skills and Lauren. Totally forgot that was a thing.
Really?
I totally
Really?
forgot that he dated her.
Yeah.
And then she ends up with her real life husband, which is Quinn's husband.
Yes.
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 And then when they was like, Quinn's married, I was like, she's married?
Yes.
I completely left the
And she
left the
has
station
that very
as well.
serious, like, I left him.
Uh-huh.
She's
Oh,
like, he
you shouldn't have.
changed.
So
And
we
I'm
wouldn't
like,
have seen you.
do we remember why he changed? Because I don't.
I think
What-
it was more she changed.
She changed.
Yeah, she-
He stayed the same. She changed. She wanted something different. And so they obviously end things.
Maybe you can clear something up, and maybe this was just a joke that went over my head because it was like 6 a.m. when I watched this episode.
It's early to watch one tree.
Well, I had to get it in. I had to get it in. But Haley asks Quinn, like, what are you doing here? She's like, oh, I had an assignment in New York. Was she being sarcastic?
I don't
think so.
Because, like, this is North Carolina.
Maybe she lives on the West Coast and
That
she
still doesn't
she
make
just
sense.
and she's just
traveled
like, oh,
down.
I'm gonna come over and see my sister.
I
in
don't
North
remember her
Carolina.
saying that. She said
Same.
that.
I
She
didn't
says it
pay
at the
attention.
party when they're like before the party before they throw cake. She's going, what brought you here?
Speaking of cake,
The cake
how
scene.
rude are you?
We shoved the kid's face in the cake.
But
I was
also,
like,
she ate the cake before anyone saw it.
I know.
I was like, red flag right
but
there.
was it a
Quinn.
dummy cake?
Was it?
oh,
Didn't she say it was a dummy cake,
cake
because he doesn't like clowns and it had a clown on
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
And then she was like, "Oh, you know,
Did not
this
hear
is
that.
psych. This is another cake for this," and then shoves his face in it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I was
I was like,
Quinn.
aren't they? Why aren't they mad at her for doing that?
Yeah.
I was so
They're
furious.
just so happy to see her because it's been so
It's been a long time. It's been a long time, and
Not long enough.
and Quinn staring at like the pictures of Haley, well, like Nellie with her like happy family, and then like her staring at the photo of the kid. I'm like, are you longing for like nostalgia? Are you longing because you don't have that romantic thing going on in your life right now? So you want? I was like trying to understand why she was so like doe-eyed.
Yeah, I think because her marriage is ending.
It's crumbling, and
Yeah.
yeah, I just was like, what is she confused about?
Did you guys notice that some of the acting was a little cringy in this episode?
It's so cringy, Ingrid.
okay.
It's
I'm glad
so,
it wasn't just
and it's
mine.
not your edible.
No, part of me at one point I was like, is that what is this really happening? It was did I make a note? I just keep writing. I think I have it 3 times here. Quinn is so corny. It
know
just every line she said, I was just like,
I actually really liked when she first meets Clay. Like, she honestly didn't trigger me in this rewatch. I was trying to go in with like fresh eyes and seeing from the beginning. This is truly like a selfish thing of like, I was like, let's do 7-1 because I really want to see
Yeah, this was Liz, by the way.
Clay.
Liz chose this.
because I have no recollection
I was
of
very-
like why we had this like
hate.
hatred. if
I
you will.
actually think this is probably not the best episode to do because it's not Quinn and the most annoying.
no, it's not.
Give us like a mid-season.
Give us like mid-8 season 8.
Well, we'll talk about 8-6 for
Yeah.
a little bit, but I actually really liked when she met Clay and she like schools him. She's like, "Oh, Jerry Maguire," and like
See, I'm on the other end.
You didn't like
I thought
it.
that was fucking corny as shit.
I was like, I thought it was confident.
yes, it was
You know?
confident and like girl power. Like, yeah, you told him, but
Yeah,
it's
'cause
kind of like that's
Nate's
how
like,
you're
she's hot. Nate's like, he thinks you're hot, which I'm like, are you 10?
right.
First of all,
That one,
and she's like, I am hot.
and she walks away and she's like, get him the deal. And she just like walks away. And I was like, man, I just thought about
It
it.
didn't trigger me, but I can see why you guys.
Clay
feel
wasn't
that way.
triggering me. Quinn was.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really liked
Clay
Clay.
was-
Do you
was
think
fine.
that?
Though I got a little like, ooh, when he threw like the ball at the glass to get his assistant's attention to get him a drink.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is like me every day at work. Oh my
Well, that's what I was going to
When
go
my
into.
boss
Like,
asks me
are
for-
we trying to make Clay douchey? Like, is he a douche that has like a heart that nobody sees? Or he's just like that workaholic type, like has nothing else really going on for
Yeah.
him.
I think-
As we know, his wife passed away.
right.
Yeah, I think more so like broy.
Bro,
broy,
yeah, not
yeah.
douchey.
Not
I think it's
douchey.
more like
Douchey.
He's just kind of like
the playboy.
aloof. Yeah.
You know,
You know what I really did enjoy, and I thought the best acting was Lee and Antoine.
Oh,
Those two together, and every time Lee was on the show, I'm like, oh, I love you, Lee Norris as Mouth, and just him and Antoine living together and their whole like naked scene show off. I thought that
so
was
funny.
great.
Yeah,
It was really funny. And I liked when Millie walked in
Yes.
and she was like, oh, I'm glad the stereotype isn't true.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. I really did enjoy that scene.
Yeah, so that like was probably my favorite, and I did tear up.
With Uncle Lucas gift.
Yeah,
Yes.
So did I.
yeah,
The
I
basketball.
really, yeah,
That was really sweet.
I was like, oh, I don't remember. And like, I guess in this season, or is it season 8? We talk about it. It must be in season 8. Each episode they open with a letter from Uncle Lucas. In season 8.
oh right,
Yeah.
Which I'm like, it's so nice to hear that they're still talking about Lucas. They still talked about Peyton.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, it was
Yeah.
nice that we continued that. But I did get I was like, oh, it's like Lucas's basketball.
Yeah, and Brooke brought up Peyton saying when her and Julian were on the beach and she's like, I'm lonely because, Peyton's not here and you're not here. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Peyton.
I know.
Valid.
Yeah,
I really loved, obviously, I always loved Julian together. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
my favorite ship.
absolutely.
And I'm so mad that it took me so long to love Brooke, I have to say. Because it's like, even watching it here, I'm like, oh my God, Brooke's the best. I just loved her.
Yeah, but she was rough in the beginning.
She
She was a little rough.
She really was. I mean, we understand why she was, but
Yeah.
probably I stand by it.
Yeah. I do
But I
too.
love who she becomes.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
We love her.
Yeah.
And did you guys notice during the Brilliant scene when they're on the beach again, making out?
Lots. Yeah.
And then I'm like, where'd the blanket come from? That was draped around them. Did you notice?
Yeah, that was
I'm like, where'd the
strange.
blanket come from? Because they just
Yeah.
went for a stroll. They didn't have a bag. They just were.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I loved
underneath the
was when
blanket.
Brooke wrote "Marry Me in the Sand,"
Yeah.
and I was like, I didn't remember that, and that
Yeah,
was
and
so
it washed away.
sweet. Just like to come full circle for the end of that season for them to get engaged.
Right.
I was like, she would have married him right there.
Right.
Yeah, their romance is very romantic. Like they're just very lovey-dovey.
Lovey.
I didn't remember it being so heavy, and I'm happy because then when we get to 8, that's like the wedding, and not as fun.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the beginning of their relationship is still very like, that honeymoon phase.
Right.
Yeah. Did you guys remember Miranda Stone?
I wrote Miranda Stone.
I mean, I remember her, but I was like, oh, we're introducing her now.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I'm assuming Grubs comes soon too.
Mhm. Grubs.
Grubs. I love Grubs.
Yeah.
Big fan of Grubs.
Yeah.
But yeah, Miranda shows up because she's there to close down Red Room Records.
Yeah.
And Haley's under the impression she's just there to help.
Yeah.
and
I
take over a little
remember
bit.
she softens in the end.
Yeah.
She
Because her
does.
and Grubs
Yeah.
start something.
Yeah.
But I didn't remember her coming in here
Yeah.
so soon.
And also, okay, so the girl at the party that takes the selfie with Nathan and obviously comes
Was
to
her
fruition.
name Renee?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Yes.
It just like came out of me.
Was that something Dan set
Oh
up?
my God. I had the same question. I was like, or that is just the Maria Menounos thing, and I'm confusing it.
No, he definitely
He
set
had
up that
something
with
to do with
Keith.
Renee, but I think I think in the end, Dan does it right by Nate and like pays her off.
Maybe
Am I
that's
making
what
this
happened.
up?
Yeah, I think, I wish I could
also
remember.
thought that I was like, is this from Dan again? Like he
Yeah.
did some shady shit.
I think he is involved. I just don't remember which
I
one.
think
Yeah.
he helps Nate out with it.
Right.
I think so too,
Right.
because it's his redemption arc.
I'm sure people are screaming right now saying,
sure-
no.
I'm
Hey,
sure
listen, this is a Trey Hill Talk episode.
Yeah.
This is how it goes.
This is how it goes.
This is how it
We
goes.
have
nothing.
terrible memory.
Right.
It's
Right.
just true.
Yeah, it's a throwback to
Yeah,
2017.
I also thought about that. And then I had, how about we watch, monitor what your 7-year-old has on the television? That he's just watching. I know he's watching Grandpa Dan, but it's like, this is not like a
yeah.
kid's channel to have this like big ass television in his room and then you just close the door. I'm like, he could be watching anything.
and then at this point, do they know Dan has this talk show? They'd have to.
I think so.
It has to be known.
Yeah, I think so. And that's when Jamie has a conversation with Nate, like, can you ever forgive him? You should.
Yeah.
Yeah. But overall, I really enjoyed it. I really did.
Okay. MVP for the episode.
Ooh.
Who are you choosing?
MVP.
I'm gonna go with Jamie because
Jamie. Okay.
I just feel like that he's just so adorable.
He is very cute.
And Jackson is a really good kid actor.
He is. I love he calls her mama.
I know. It's
So
just so
cute.
cute. And his whole like, I'm going to make a wish for myself, but I can make a wish for others. Makes the wish for Aunt Brooke.
Yeah, I enjoyed that too.
I very much
Oh, that
enjoyed
was a
Jimmy.
cute scene.
It was very
and then
sweet.
Julian showed up. And
Yeah.
she was like, damn, kid.
Oh
you're
my
good
God, I
at
love
this."
that. I was like, of course.
Yeah.
So perfect.
But I was crushing the most on Julian.
Oh,
Yeah.
of
Crush of the episode, Julian.
Julian.
course. Julian's definitely the crush. I'm going to give it to Haley because she puts together this really cute
Yeah.
I was
party
also
for
going
her.
to give it to Haley.
And I love the vibe of after the party when she's laying there with Nate drinking her wine,
Just
just like
chilling.
soaking it in. And
She's like, this is what I've always wanted.
hmm
That house. I mean, the house that his
Yeah.
NBA career has given him.
right. I was like, look how far they've come.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And now I don't remember, but obviously in season 8, that's when he's trying to be the agent. I'm like, what happened to him? He like hurt his back?
He's paralyzed.
No, but that was 5.
That was 5?
That was on the time jump with his Gaston long hair.
I thought he...
No.
No, it's after...
I don't remember.
Doesn't Clay help him with that whole thing? Am I
No,
completely
Nate helps Clay after he gets shot.
right?
But I think
Wait, who gets shot?
Clay.
Oh,
Remember?
from the psycho?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, when does that jumping ball game happen?
Jumping
And he
ball?
plays with Owen?
Wow. Did not
Do you know
remember
what I'm
that.
talking about?
Yes, I remember that. That's later. That's like around this
Oh
time,
my
I
god,
think.
yeah, it was season 5. I'm completely
Yeah, because
wrong.
after the time jump is when you see Nathan and he's in the wheelchair. You're like,
Right.
what the hell is
Yes.
happening?
Oh, yeah,
The
okay.
Because
time jump
Drama
was
Queen
that
has
season.
already mentioned it, and I'm like, oh wait, that comes so early. That's why I knew it wasn't later.
Right.
Oh my God,
So I
totally
don't
had that
remember what
backwards.
happens to him where he doesn't play, or maybe he just doesn't play anymore because he's just over that and he's older and whatever. I don't really remember. So I'm sure we're getting lots of people screaming at us at the moment. Anyway, episode 7, a big hit. Episode 8, which we'll get to, not so much.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll get there.
We will get there. Yeah, a little part of me was like, man, I wish we watched an episode that had Peyton and Lucas in it.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
know.
tell me about it. You know how much I
Sorry,
love
guys,
Peyton.
We can still do that.
We could still do that because and this was almost like
I almost wanted to watch 6. I was just the
Yeah.
stuff that wasn't like really current in my brain, you know?
we talked
Back pain. Sorry, that's why he stopped.
Back pain.
It was
Okay, I thought it
no
had something
choice
do
but
with
to
his back.
resign.
we did talk about doing 4 finale. We love that
I
episode.
know that's a good one.
But that was like more fresh in our minds, right? But we were like, let's revisit the uncomfortable.
Yeah, so we wanted to do 7 and 8 because we hated it so
I mean,
much.
I
Right.
didn't really want to do 7 and 8, but I will say this was
She's
not.
blaming me.
No, I'm not blaming you, Liz. I would never do that. But this honestly, for a new like refresh restart, this was not bad.
no,
I think so.
This was not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Quay isn't in existence.
That's
yet.
right.
That's why it wasn't.
that's
bad.
true. It's
what's their straight name again?
Quinn.
Ugh, no, it's
Oh.
not. I no, it's still not good.
No.
And I still can't ever call them Quinn and Clay. I have to
It's
call
Quay.
them Quay.
Quay.
Like, saying Clay just comes out Quay.
Quay.
Right? Yeah.
Anyway. I
Anyway,
think that was it. I mean,
Yeah,
overall,
that's all I got.
Oh, yeah. And then you find out he says send flowers, and you're like, what is he talking about? And
Right.
at first I couldn't remember. And then I'm like, right.
mm-hmm.
His wife.
Mm-hmm.
Just the whole
That's why he's like
craziness of 8.
anti-love.
Right. Because, I mean, she passed away, man.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's awful.
Anyway, that was fun.
That was fun.
Stay tuned for the next one.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening to Tree Hill Talk, a One Tree Hill podcast. If you're interested to see what we do with this show and all of our others, head on over to Instagram and search Total Betty Podcast Network.
This has been a Total Betty podcast, produced and edited by Alyssa Tenio and Michelle Rubenstein, music by Anthony Vicora.